Hey everybody, welcome to La Cocina de Tavo. Today I'm making something simple and delicious. This is pork with achiote. This dish is inspired by a Nicaraguan dish called Chancho. Don't forget to like this video, comment below, subscribe to my channel, and you can also find me on Instagram at La Cocina de Tavo and Facebook at La Cocina de Tavo. Thank you for watching. Okay, here are the ingredients you'll need. You can also find the list of ingredients down in the description box. Here I have about 3 pounds of this is country style pork. You can use any cut of pork that you want, whatever you favor. So I'm going to use 3 pounds here. I'm also going to use sofrito. I'm going to use adobo seasoning, garlic powder, black pepper, and this here is achiote. I'm going to use about 50 grams of achiote. Okay, it comes in a paste, and I'll talk about this in a minute. I'm going to use oregano, and we're going to start off with 2 cups of water. Okay, here are the ingredients you'll need. So achiote comes from all Caribbean, Latin America. It started in Brazil. That's where it was founded. A lot of the tribes used it for coloring agents, so they used to color their bodies or other stuff. Then it went up to like Puerto Rico, let's say, and they started using it more for dishes. And from Puerto Rico it landed up to Colombia, Ecuador, from Nicaragua, and then also all the way up to Mexico. Okay, so achiote, it comes from this shrub tree pods called anato, and it's mostly, like I said, it's grown in tropical Caribbean areas. So what we're going to do is cut up the meat here. We're going to cut it up into small cubes or however you want to cut them. Again, you can use any cut of the pork that you want. Okay, so we'll cut up the meat here.
Voy a cantar esta canción con mucho cariño de mi corazón a la República Dominicana.
Okay, we're going to start marinating the pork here. First, we're going to try to dissolve as much as we can the achiote. Achiote comes in most of the time in a paste form, and is seasoned as well already with like salt and other ingredients like garlic powder, turmeric, and stuff like that. So you just want to try to dissolve as much as you can into the meat here. Sometimes you'll get little pieces here and there that hasn't dissolved, but we're going to cook this in like a stew kind of, and the liquid will dissolve it anyways. So achiote has a very strong floral smell to it, which is such a beautiful smell, and the taste is wonderful too. It has a fruity taste. Okay, so that's achiote, and we're going to put all the ingredients as well and mix this up really good. Okay, we're going to start frying up the meat here. I have the flame on really high heat, and we're not going to put any oil because the pork already has grease in it with the fat, so that's going to render in its own fat. And chancho, what I said, is called in Nicaragua. That's what inspired me to make this. Most of the time they fry this cut of meat here, how it's seasoned in like lard or an oil. In this case, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to go and fry it up like this, and then we're going to fry this up for about 5 minutes. Okay, after 5 minutes have passed, it should look like this. So it's fried up a little bit and it's rendered its own fat. So what we're going to do is we're just gonna mix this up really good, and we're going to put the water in here. At first I started off with 2 cups of water, but in total I ended up using 4 cups. Okay, so that's what we're going to use, 4 cups of water, and we're gonna don't forget to add the sofrito as well, and we're gonna let this come up to boil. We're gonna cover this, let this cook for about 30 minutes on very low flame. Okay, so we'll go ahead and do that. Okay, so while that's cooking, we're gonna cook up some white rice here. I think they'll go great with the achiote. The rice will pick up all the juices from the achiote. So we're gonna put 2 cups of rice, 4 cups of water, and I have some frozen vegetables here. And we're going to use about a tablespoon of pork stock, or I believe they call it chicken bouillon. Okay, so we're gonna let this come up to boil. We're gonna mix this up one more time, really good. We're gonna cover this, let this cook for 20 minutes on really low flame. Okay, so 20 minutes have passed by and the rice is done. So we're just gonna gently stir this up really good, and we're gonna close the lid and just wait for the pork to be done. Okay, so 30 minutes have passed by and the meat is very tender. You can choose to put a little bit more water if you want, more liquid or less liquid. It's up to you, whatever you want to do. This is more like kind of like a guisado or like a stew. That's what I try to make here. You can check for salt as well. This came out perfect for me on salt. So what I used for the adobo seasoning, and again the achiote has salt in it as well. It was perfect. I didn't need to add more salt. So go ahead and give this a try. Trust me, you're gonna love it. The smell is very beautiful. The house was just smelling really good that day from the achiote, and again it has a fruity taste to it, and it has all the seasonings. You're gonna love it. Don't forget to comment below, like this video, subscribe to my channel, and again follow me on Facebook at La Cocina de Tavo and Instagram at La Cocina de Tavo. Thank you for watching.